Hey guys, what's going on? It's Salvage here, and today we're going to be talking about the Batman Arkham universe and should it be rebooted. Now, this topic kind of just came out of nowhere when I was going through my sub feed and I saw Iron Gamer, who I am subscribed to. He is a great Batman Arkham YouTuber, comic book YouTuber. I suggest you go check him out. His YouTube channel will be in the link in the description below and in the comments. So if you do like that type of content, go check him out. But essentially what he asked was, should the Arkham games be remastered? And I would like to answer that question by basically saying no. Not only would it just be really out of nowhere for WB. WB loves Arkham. Like, I don't know if you've realized this, but WB, the company, loves Arkham. Like, they use it for not only games, but they've also used it for comics, and they also used it for movies. They use Arkham a lot, and they use it, you know, without any hesitation. So for them to just get rid of the Arkham name would be a big shock. It just wouldn't feel right, and I honestly just don't see any reason to reboot the Arkham series. A lot of people say, well, there's stories you can't tell now. You can't tell certain stories, blah, blah, blah. I would like to preference that by saying that out of the 12 years that Batman has been Batman in this universe, we've only seen 4 of those days. Literally. Like, literally 4 at maybe 5 or 6 days where he's Batman. Out of 12 years. So there are way more than enough stories. I mean, there are plenty of stories to tell in between Arkham, or in between the time he became Batman and the time of Arkham Knight, where he stops being Batman. Or at least that's where our timeline stops officially. And Iron Gamer, you know, kind of hit on the same points here. Even though he wouldn't want to see a, Arkham reboot, or just a Batman game reboot, he does see potential gains in a reboot. Like, for example, if you were to reboot this universe and hand it off to another, let's say WB Montreal is, creating this next Batman game, and it's not Arkham, it's a brand new rebooted franchise. The advantages of doing that is you have creative control over the entire universe. You can do whatever you want with Batman. Literally anything. Like, you are not limited to Arkham. You're not limited to Joker, to that Two-Face, to that Penguin, to that Riddler. You're not tied down anymore. You can do whatever you want. That's awesome. Sure. I would love that. You can bring in a brand new cast of people who can make the role of Batman and Joker and all these other major characters even more iconic, or just as iconic as Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. You can change the combat. You can completely get rid of the Arkham combat because it's not Arkham anymore. And I think that in the future, after Arkham has played its part, after we've told all the stories that we could tell for Arkham, a reboot with some of Arkham's mechanics would be nice. That's all I'm saying. Not like, bring it, like literally strip Arkham. Like, just use the mechanics that made us feel like Batman and take those and create it into something else. Same thing with the stealth, same thing with the story. But right now, I still think that WB Montreal has way more than enough stories to tell for this character. I still think that they can easily make 2 Batman games that are set before Arkham Asylum, just based off of the fact that, I mean, he's had 2 Robins that we haven't even seen in this gaming universe. So, I mean, you can still tell stories with them. You can still tell stories with Batgirl. You can still tell stories with Batman and Jim Gordon's early relationship, how their beginnings as friends or partners was kind of bumpy, maybe. You can start telling stories like that. And the fact that we've only focused on one night at a time really just makes the Arkhamverse a little bit more expansive, because then you can fill in the gaps. All you have to do is stay consistent with the timeline that's already given, and Arkham Origins had a hard time doing that, and hopefully this next game that WB Montreal is making actually can stay consistent with the other Arkham games, including Origins. But, overall, I really hope that we do get more Arkham games in the future, and if the Batman games were to be rebooted, it's after the Arkhamverse has officially had an actual final conclusion to it. Not just, oh, Bruce might be dead, he's a Scarecrow Batman. Like, no, I want to see a final conclusion, at least to this Batman or Bruce Wayne story, or a good optimistic note to leave on, especially if it's a prequel to Arkham Asylum, which is basically, I guess you could say, it sets up the events of Bruce's death in Arkham Knight. So if they are going to completely get rid of the Arkham games, I would like to see some sort of happy ending for Batman or for Robin or for for the entire characters that we've been playing as for over 10 years now. I think it's something that needs to be done, and I hope that we get to see that in the future. So thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think that the Batman Arkham games should be rebooted? I can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe to Iron Jin Gamer if you haven't already. He's an awesome guy, and he deserves as much support as anybody else on this site. So go ahead and check him out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.